we're back.
We're back.
After 3 desperately needed weeks down away from international travel. At least we did take a short trip up to West Virginia to spend Thanksgiving with Darren's family. But other than that, we enjoyed our vacation at home. Now being at home feels like the vacation, but we're really excited to be back on the road, so to speak, back in the airport, and on to our next destination, country number 14, and our final country of 2024.
You want to know what it is?
I think we should tell them. I think it's time.
Are we going the right way, first of all? We are not.
No.
We are not going the right way.
No, we need to go that way.
Okay, so our 14th country for this travel trip is Bolivia.
Bolivia! We're going to a whole new continent. I'm so excited. I've never been to South America before, and we are thrilled about Bolivia. Of course, the salt flats are kind of our primary purpose for going down there, but there's so many other incredible things to experience, and we have a lot of fun stuff planned over this next 10 days.
Yeah, what are we not excited about? The 4 flights to get there.
It's a lot. We traveled for like literally 23 hours straight. It's gonna be a little exhausting.
Let's see which stop that we pushed up.
Well, we've made it onto plane number 2 out of 4. So this is obviously our longest stretch of travel. We're going from Houston to Lima in Peru before another layover to get down to Bolivia. But it's only like 6.5 hours, and this is actually a really nice plane. Notice Darren and I have a 2-person configuration, so Darren doesn't have to sit in the middle.
That's right. I get to have a pillow against the bulkhead, and I'm gonna get some sleep.
That's right. So, and I took a Benadryl because I had a little allergic reaction to my snack on the last flight. So I'm really sleepy, and I have a feeling I'm gonna get some sleep on this flight too.
Yeah, and this flight is not full, so there's a lot of space if somebody wants to stretch out for sure.
Yeah, it should be cozy, and once we get past this hump, I think the rest of it will be hopefully much easier.
Yeah, but the worst of it's yet to come. We'll share that later.
Yeah, for sure. So we finally made it to La Paz. I'm gonna apologize now because I know I look exhausted. It's because I am. We left home in Atlanta almost exactly 24 hours ago, and we still aren't at our final destination, so we're a little wiped out.
Yeah, we could definitely be on the cast of The Walking Dead.
For sure. So when we get to our final destination, all I care about is crawling into bed. But we just wanted to share with you a little bit about our experiences. First of all, we filmed nothing in the Lima airport because everything happened like really fast. Like we got there and it was a little chaotic, and then before we knew it, we were boarding our plane. So we just ended up not filming anything in the Lima airport. There's really not a lot to share though, because we didn't really experience anything there except for point A to point B.
Yeah, we were asked or told to check our carry-on because the plane was very small.
Yeah.
And they just didn't have enough room, so most of the people had to check their carry-ons, which is, you know,
it was a full flight.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So then we get to La Paz, and my feeling is this is country number 14 for us, Bolivia. This has been the most difficult country to enter.
Very few people speak English here, so as Americans or people who speak English, it was very challenging to get through immigration.
There's also nothing printed in English. Like all the signs are in Spanish. And I get it, we're in Latin America. Definitely the hardest to date, by far.
Yeah, and on top of that, we're above 11,000 feet, and I'm definitely lightheaded. It's breathing heavy, my heart's pounding. You know, we have medication, you know, for it, but we're leaving in less than 30 minutes, so
yeah,
to go back down to below 5,000 feet or so.
Coming straight into La Paz, like if you are coming from sea level, it's a challenge. We didn't take our Diamox because we aren't staying in La Paz overnight, or for, you know, we're coming back through here. But we chose the itinerary we did actually to help acclimate to the elevation, so that we don't get altitude sickness. So, you know, but we're just kind of having to tolerate it right now, and it's definitely been a little challenging for Darren.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the, you know, the cold hard truth of what we've experienced in the last couple hours since we landed. However, I would just like to give a massive shout out to YouTube. 2 YouTube shorts, not full long form content, but 2 shorts that literally went into like exactly what you need to come into Bolivia. We would have been unprepared, and they literally asked us for everything that these people had said they would potentially ask us for.
Yeah,
it could have been a problem.
You know, 2 copies of our passports, our itinerary.
2. Bring 2 copies each.
Yeah, our itinerary, our exit flights, our entry flights.
Our hotel accommodations, our bank statement.
Yeah.
They literally want your life when you enter this country. And that to me is shocking because we've literally not experienced anything to that level to date.
And so we got a 1 more hour leg to Santa Cruz de la Sierra, and then we'll check in after that, after we get in the bed and die, and then we'll get back with you.
Exactly, when we're a little more human. All right, well, 4 flights, 5 airports, 24 hours, and a partridge in a pear tree later.
Yeah.
We made it to our final destination, and we're in Santa Cruz de la Sierra in Bolivia.
Can you guess why?
Good morning from Bolivia.
Good morning.
We're alive. We were both so exhausted yesterday. We just decided to keep ourselves off camera. We had a really nice big lunch / dinner at our hotel, and then we rested. Darren fell asleep at like 7:30. And
so real quickly, we're heading to Amboro National Park for this day. It's cloudy, but it's going to be a spectacular day, and we got about another 2-hour drive with our driver here.
one of the first things that we wanted to do on this trip was going to Amboro National Park. This is a really cool spot where you have 3 very unique ecosystems meeting one another, lots and lots of flora, fauna, and wildlife, and we're really excited for some beautiful hikes we're about to take today.
It's always about you, always about you, It's always about you, I think it's so rude. It's always about you, always about you, It's always about you, I think it's so rude. It's always about you, always about you, It's always about you, I think it's so rude. It's always about you, always about you, It's always about you, I think it's so rude.
Okay, so we made it all the way to our first overlook and stopping point before the lodge sends up their vehicles to pick us up and take us down to the lodge. The lodge is kind of right down here, surrounded by all these amazing red cliffs here in Amboro National Park.
This is taking us back to our time in Africa. I miss those roads.
Just a little.
African massage. You know, the bumpiest roads lead to the best views. That's all I'm saying.
That's not all she's saying, let's be honest.
Yes, I am.
This road is 40.
Yes, it is.
Can you imagine the narrowness?
We've been on worse.
Yeah, I just wonder if you can imagine this road if it's really wet and rainy, because we're sliding all over the place right now.
Yeah, and they've only had like a little bit of rain the last couple days. But it could be really, really rough if they get too much rain. And this is a rainforest, so obviously they're kind of used to that.
So after the sporty ride of down this very narrow, wet, rough road, we've gotten to our little lodge here at Amboro National Park. After lunch, we're gonna head out to spend some time out in the jungle on some trails to see what we can see. We're literally surrounded by these massive red cliffs on all sides, and it's just absolutely spectacular. So we're super excited to see what's gonna happen later this afternoon and tomorrow morning. and we're excited to take you along for the ride.
I love horses. I can't believe they're just hanging out right outside our room over here. So this is our home for the next like 24 hours. And this is exactly what I had in mind for us. I just wanted something like totally off the grid, really, really submersed in nature. And it's absolutely breathtaking. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
It's spectacular. I kind of, in some way, would wish it was pouring, because you can look up on these red cliffs and you can see where, you know, waterfalls come off these cliffs.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, you know, there's a give and take for all that, of course, but it would be really amazing to see all the water flowing down these red cliffs on a real downpour, and you know, maybe it'll happen. Great, so this is our room for tonight. Very, very basic. This is a solar powered lodge, so obviously we're so remote, there's no way to get electricity in here, but they've done a wonderful job of what they have available with the solar panels. So just a quick preview of the room. We've got a cozy bed for two, a couple nightstands. They actually have candles on the nightstands as well. I guess maybe in case we lose power, that's available. A closet with extra blankets, which is great. It's pretty warm. We're here in summer, so I don't think we're gonna need the blankets, but it's there if we need it. We have a small table with chair, so that'll be okay if we needed to sit there and do anything. And then of course we have our own bathroom. Toilet with running water, which is awesome. They left us some towels, some toiletries. We have candles in here too, I guess in case we need it. We have a shower. So like after our hikes, have a way to get cleaned up and stuff like that, which is really, really nice. Mauricio, if you see a viper, let us know.
Because people used to show, local guides used to show visitors that this is a rubber tree.
Oh, the rubber. Oh, yeah.
So if you cut this, there is going to be this white.
Oh, wow.
That's why it is.
That's crazy. I was like, is there an animal that's like clawing the tree up?
Yeah. A raptor.
Us, the human animal.
Okay, so now this is the beginning of our hike into the Bolivian jungle. This is about a 3-kilometer loop, and we got to cross the river a couple of times and hopefully see some wildlife. And if we do, obviously we'll share it with you. Possibly finding some raptor eggs. You know, you know.
This thing curled up, it looks like a little nest of some sort. Maybe a raptor nest.
Raptor.
This is why we came here. Look at those views.
Oh, you're all dirty.
Yeah. Okay. We've literally found the sweetest kitty on the planet. As you know from our time in Istanbul, and well, in Turkey in general, we absolutely love all these little kitties that we keep coming across, and this is like the sweetest one yet. Her name is Chachi. Hey, Chachi.
Joni's around here somewhere.
I know, that's totally what comes to mind too.
Joni loves Chachi!
Oh yeah. So just lounging here at what I consider to be one of the coolest accommodations in all of Bolivia. If you are interested in doing something a little off-grid and enjoying some of the most gorgeous landscapes that I think I've seen, then the place to come is Refugio Los Volcanes. It's not actually inside Amboro National Park. It's located right on the border of it. In fact, we just got back from a hike that was on the property here, this private property here, but right over the river was the national park itself. So the views are all the same. The experience is totally legit, and you can cross over into the national park itself on several of the different trails in the area. So really cool experience, and you can either do 1 or 2 nights here. You can book through private companies, or you can just book through the property itself. All right, so we just got back from a night hike. We had a delicious dinner. They have treated us so well here. Had a really yummy lunch earlier. They knew that I've been eating a vegetarian diet, and they had all kinds of options for me, and it was really delicious. And then tonight was pizza night. So we had some excellent pizza, and again, some really good vegetarian pizza options for me. And then after Darren already had 5 pieces, they brought out the pepperoni, and Darren ended up having a little bit of that too. And so we decided to take a night hike with the hopes that maybe we would see some wildlife. And even though we didn't see any sloths or anything else hanging from the trees, it was still a really great hike, and really, really gorgeous skies, because this is basically a dark zone. So the only thing that was interrupting the sky was the moon. It was like a half moon tonight. Really, really gorgeous. So peaceful, so quiet, and a really relaxing, enjoyable day overall.
Good morning. So it's our last and final day here in the Bolivian rainforest, and it's pouring. So we're not really sure what we're going to be able to do. It's quite dangerous to walk around in some of these places in the best of times, let alone when it's raining like it is. So we'll keep you updated and let you know what we're going to be able to do, if anything, at this point. But we'll see. We got to have some breakfast, and then we'll make a decision. So the decision's been made. We're going to go ahead and give a hike a try. The rain has stopped for now, but it could start again, of course. And I think we've chosen a hike that's less challenging. We can't go up on these cliffs up here because there is a trail that goes up here, but it's far too dangerous when it's wet. It's dangerous anyway. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we don't get too muddy and too wet. We're gonna see.
It's one of the vipers.
You better sidewind another direction. So we found one of the vipers that we were trying to not find last night. It's really little. All I know is it needs to sidewind itself someplace else.
Hey, I wish you could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away,
forest.
Turn around. Okay, got a mosquito on your forehead.
Oh, thank you.
I fall into you. Hey, I wish I could show you more, 'cause baby you deserve some more. But still you're here and that's what I adore. Should've told you straight away everything I have to say, but I'm afraid and I know you haven't noticed.
So we've done a really good distance today. Mauricio told us that right there is actually where we were for our first viewpoint. So we've gone all the way down there, across this, and then back up here to make it up to this sheer rock. So we've earned our breakfast and lunch today, for sure.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
Now, so you can see that these steep rock faces in Amboro National Park and the surrounding region are what really defines this area. You know, there's spectacular red face cliffs all around, and the awesomeness of it is just really spectacular. Definitely a place to come and see. The hikes are amazing. Even on days like this where it's a little cloudy and a little rainy, it's still a lot of fun to get out and see the sights and the viewpoints and actually get some exercise.
What a gorgeous, gorgeous trail we're on right now. And it's really cool because it's so different than the one we were on yesterday. And I think they're both really special and unique in their own ways. I'm glad we've done two trails that are so different from one another, because I think that just further proves the point that you can be in the exact same forest and experience so many different aspects of the various ecosystems here, and which is one of the things that makes Amboro National Park really special and a place that I highly recommend anybody to visit. This is just stunning, and when I think of trekking through the Amazon, this is totally what comes to mind. So glad we got to do this hike today. This is kind of like a last minute game day decision because of the weather, and I think it's perfect. This is a great way to wrap up our time here at the park. Welcome back to the Alfonsina Hotel Boutique in Santa Cruz de la Sierra, Bolivia. So we actually stayed at this hotel the first night that we came into country. We were absolutely exhausted and we just did not have the energy to film ourselves in the room that night. So this is actually not the exact same room, but it's almost the same. This is the dog room. So Darren, notice, we've got all these cool little black and white pictures of dogs everywhere. So I guess like every room has a theme. This is the dog room. We have a cool little bar set up over here. The whole hotel has filtered water. So the water here is completely safe to drink, completely safe to use to brush your teeth. They also have provided us with a mini fridge, and in the mini fridge we have a couple bottles of complimentary water, so that's really nice as well. Also have some beers and sodas and stuff like that, but I think we have to pay for those, and we're not gonna do that. We have a little tea/coffee kettle, a toaster. So with the mini fridge, if we were to bring like leftovers up here and wanted to toast them up, we have something to do that with. We have a cool little living space over here with a couch, really nice spot. One difference in this and the other room is they actually have a really nice armchair in this room, which we didn't have in the other room, so that's cool. Really pretty table. This actually has the menu for the restaurant that's attached to the hotel. So it's the Casa Alfonsina restaurant that's attached to the hotel. They serve breakfast through dinner up until 10:30. So that's really nice. And we're probably gonna have dinner down at the hotel, at the restaurant later. Then over here, we have the bedroom. I can tell you from personal experience that this bed is extremely comfortable. We had a great night's sleep when we stayed here the first night. Also have memory foam pillows. Best pillow I've ever slept on in a hotel in my entire life. So that says a lot, and I'm actually really looking forward to getting a good night's sleep here again. We each have nightstands, plenty of little lights, have a television, although all the channels I think are in Spanish and they don't have streaming, so we're just gonna use our laptops and watch a movie or something later. And then over here, we have a massive closet space and a safe. And then in here we have the bathroom. I'm gonna turn the fan off because it's making a lot of noise. Sink, hair dryer, towels and stuff. No toiletries here, although I think we do have a little bit of soap. They actually provided us with a scale. So that's nice to know how much weight I'm gaining on all of our travels. And in here we have the toilet and a nice walk-in shower. And actually they have provided with built-in toiletries in the shower space. The shower is great. We took showers our first day here, and you know, really nice shower setup over here. So we were able to do showers in our last accommodation at the lodge, but they were pretty cold. So I think we're both looking forward to a nice, long, hot shower before we get situated and ready for dinner this evening.